down.
Cease, 20-year-old man.
Okay. Yes. Wow, just straight up a jab at fucking dark guy already. Okay. Now, before I start explaining stuff, I'm gonna wanna get the link to this.
I'm the Chris Brown of the brony community.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I gave him too much credit when I said that, to be honest. At least
Would
Chris
you guys
Brown
be angry
has
if
some
I sat
redeeming
in
qualities.
Would you guys be angry if sitting just Fortnite dance this whole fucking podcast?
I would ban you from everything I possibly can.
Damn, I see how it is. I'll just sit quietly then. Fuck you.
Oh gosh, I hear myself right now.
Okay, let me at everyone in my server about this, and then who joined?
Leave my server out of this because you know logic, and everyone will be like, oh my god. So it's like,
To my server, it's just everyone is
I'll tweet it.
Okay.
Try the
There we go.
drama and Nairo drama. So, yeah.
And I
My
felt like
server is
doing it in your
perfectly
server,
fine.
but I
Everyone
won't.
that does not follow the rules get.
Yeah, I know.
So-
how.
My
I
server
can-
is amazing. It's got 3 active members.
Hold on.
I have already once tried a family member on my server.
Okay,
And
let me hold on. Let me explain
Are we
this.
done
and...
now?
No. We just fucking started. Let me explain. Let me explain this entire thing, and then you guys get to talk a bit after when we get into like the replies from Dark Blast and stuff. All right, so how the fuck do I even start this? Okay, so Marshy was dating someone called Shadow Strider, some guy on Twitter. That's basically all I already know about him. So he's some guy on Twitter, and he was best friends with a Nairo guy, the guy I talked about in my last podcast. Marshy ended up breaking up with this Shadow guy to jump into poly with me and my wife. And basically the Shadow guy and his quote-unquote family, or friends I should say, didn't really like that. So they just been trying to start drama with me and harassing Marshy to try to break up with me. It originally started with them just DMing Marshy. Basically they were begging Marshy to break up with me. The person that was DMing her, that was Moonstrider, right?
mm-hmm.
There was basically a person called Moonstrider was begging her to break up with me for the only one reason. They don't like me. They don't like me because I attacked their abusive friend Nairo plenty of times. If you don't know who that is, look at the past stream.
And yeah, you. Yeah,
oh,
sorry.
there's still a little more with the whole new account and stuff like that. But basically, go ahead.
You did something what forget. The stride of clan is just how can I explain crybabies drama?
I was gonna get to that.
Can I explain?
Oh, you can explain it in a minute. I just want to explain the situation so everyone knows what's going on.
Okay.
So basically, I attacked Moon with an entire thread of her just being completely manipulative. We'll get into that thread after I explain everything. So I attacked Moon for being completely manipulative and trying to manipulate Marshy into breaking up with me and my other wife, I guess you could say. It's fucking weird saying that. So I make a thread, and what the fuck was that?
Ouch! Oh well, hello. I still have it fine because it's screeching my ears.
After.
What was that?
Hold on. A few, of course, some drama came up. It was just basically people being dumb shits in my replies, saying leave them alone and stuff like that. We'll get into that in a minute. But a few days, was it a day later or 2 days later?
Day.
Okay, yeah. Next day, Nairo, a fake Nairo account pops up, and the fake Nairo account instantly followed Marshy here, which Marshy DM'd me about it, and I didn't even know it was fake. But basically, it instantly DM'd Marshy. Marshy DM'd me it, and I instantly replied to the account. And apparently, because I replied to the account, Shadow Strider was subtly trying to accuse me of either knowing who's behind the account or being the account.
It's weird. Moonstrider that deleted a tweet against about me, abusing about me that I would create a Nairo fake account as a revenge to him.
Right.
And I think just shut the fuck up, bitch.
They tried to accuse me, and the second I actually started responding with actual logical stuff, because I'm pretty sure if someone I called out in the past follows me or my girlfriends, then I'm pretty sure they would instantly DM me it. So after they tried to start drama with me, after I actually initially replied, they were begging me to stop with the drama, even though they were the ones who started causing it. Even though they were the ones who
Yeah,
could
so-
have, yeah, they could have
I'm gonna be
contacted me.
So pretty much their game at this point is basically start drama. Then when you reply, beg you to stop and accuse you of starting it.
Yeah, basically, once they realize that we're being serious and
Yeah.
not going to be taken like assholes, they immediately switch up
Yeah.
into sorry.
They say they won't
Yeah,
want
classic-
drama, but if I throw this on the screen for a second, and there we go. If you see this, he was DMing me, and he could have kept it in DMs. Instead, he wanted to make public tweets trying to subtly accuse me of being that fake Nairo account, which these are allegedly the DMs from actual Nairo himself. Still in the hospital day, I see. But basically, and saying time to the tweet too, I'll wait for you to respond. So he basically intentionally made it a tweet, and it started drama because of him. People were accusing me of starting the drama, but I literally didn't even interact with him. I just said Nairo's back, and then he was the one who brought it into public domain. And ever since then,
Yep.
he's been trying to use his, what is it? His heart condition, I think it is.
He has something called weak heart.
Yeah, big
Weak heart.
That's all he says it is just weak heart.
Yeah,
If he's weak heart guy, where does he start shit?
exactly. He keeps telling me he has a weak heart. Hold on, let me just say Control F. Hit heart. Ruza with my heart. I don't know how long I have. Please let me live in peace. Let me read the other one with the heart. Even if I might not live long, weak heart, I might get a heart attack. I will be 18 tomorrow. Yeah, let me see.
Refresh the page real quick, Ruza. Refresh the page.
Why?
It's like someone
some
telling
idiot
you.
doesn't say it's fake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll do that in a second.
Actually,
No.
You a fake
like-
family. One left them.
And then the next one, it was after the entire drama and stuff like that, where they directly mentioned me on Twitter. They basically said to me they were trying to apologize to me and stuff like that. And he tried to use the weak heart thing again. So I told you, I have a sick heart. I am not, and I was not. I don't know what that last word is. Is that German?
It was that one account. It was Vazules or something. Vazulias. Vazulias.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
It's the one thing that me and Shadow had going on, the emailing of DMs and such.
Oh yeah, that. Okay.
And the
And I
saddest
was
us-
not. Why is he telling me about that? But he's basically trying to use his weak heart as a complete excuse to try to stop the drama between me and him. I did try to get him in the podcast. He was in the group, but if you look on my
He
Twitter,
left.
he ended up leaving the group. Right here. So that's a loss on his part. I gave him a chance to defend himself on stream, but of course he didn't.
No, he doesn't. No, I don't think he's actually good at defending himself, since since the stuff he actually does start is completely indefensible. Oh,
Bullshit.
indefensible.
I
Yeah, just,
wanna
He
think-
starts to. He writes check. He basically writes checks he can't cash, and then screams at you when you call the fraud department.
Very much. I'm trying to find the long thread I made on Moonstrider so we could get onto that.
Speaking of Administrator, I've been DMing her for the past few minutes, and she says that she'd rather not listen to a bunch of children, so therefore she is not joining nor watching the podcast.
Right, but they're the ones that report.
she looked-
Hold up.
Oh, she looks to. Oh, she sounds like the kind of person that looks down on literally everybody who disagrees with her.
Man. Almost like I called her out for having
It's
fucking...
like your cat.
Hey, at least I know I
Funny,
do it.
careful.
It's funny then.
Okay, so there we go. Instead of reading my tweets and stuff, I'm just gonna put the screenshots on screen, and who wants to volunteer to read it?
I'll
I'll
read
go
it.
for it. Oh, okay.
I called it first.
Okay, there's plenty of screenshot for everyone. Go ahead.
All right, send it to me. Oh wait, do you want me to read it from the stream?
Yeah,
My stream's it's gonna be off then.
it's fine.
Marza,
Alright.
do you need new proofs too?
Hold on.
Between me and Shadow?
Not right now, but because chat's gonna be stuff supposed to be in chat. There, Cradle. I sent you in chat. You
Alright.
can read from there.
All right. Here we go. Okay, and you're just all right watching him do this to my even to my even your friends and family, and now you're fucking dating him. You cheated on Shadow with Rusa. All the fucking people, and you sent Rusa the breakup news. He asked, and he promised to be lighthearted. Well, that was a fucking lie. I had little to no reason to trust him.
Not trust
Right?
him.
No,
I'm
he
on
said
the track.
I had little to no reason to not trust him.
To not trust him, I thought. I misread.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you misread.
Oh,
No,
you are very
Um,
entertaining,
I got-
dude.
I got 9 notifications on Twitter. I feel like that's Strider family, and I'm scrolling up in the wrong.
I've got 9.
Can I
There we
read
go.
the next one,
Yeah, I've seen-
please?
Hold on.
Yeah,
I
I've-
need to explain
I've
that.
seen it. I've seen this bullshit. Apparently, if you dump someone, then go date someone else, it's apparently cheating. According
Yeah,
to
so-
Moonstrider.
Yeah, apparently if I break up with somebody and date someone else, apparently that's cheating. That's cool. Didn't know
Yeah.
that.
You
So-
scrolled over real
I
fast
basically-
there, Rusa.
Yeah, but
Real fast.
Remember the? Hey, I was in.
Wrong DM.
Remember the last podcast where? Remember the last podcast where Stormdancer accused Sakurai of doing the same thing?
right. Okay, so
I
here
mean, we
are
don't-
these DMs.
Yeah.
That's the DM I sent to Shadow because Marshy didn't want to tell Shadow about the breakup, so I told Shadow about the breakup, and that's basically the DM. It was up front because I was fucking tired and I really didn't care. So who wants to read it?
Yeah.
I'll go for it.
Basi-
I'll go
okay.
for it. I'll go
Marshall.
for it.
Yeah, we
So-
see at first. Sorry.
So it's just like I'm making sure I'm not on a delay on the streams, like the one you just went over with print screen, right? Or the fucking snipping tool. Yeah. Basically, Marshy asked me if me and him could work something out. We did. I am now in a poly relationship with me, Marshy, and Ivica. What I'm trying to say is, Marshy broke it with you. He tried to tell you, he just didn't know how to. So yeah, sorry for this message, I'm half awake. Wait,
Right.
for real? And then let him talk. Talk to him yourself. You're Scaff. You're Scaff.
Yeah.
You're Scaff.
Yeah, it's just.
You're Scaff. You're Scaff.
I mean, the whole reactions. I mean, all the reactions that Moonstrider, Shadow Strider
Mhm.
had towards that's the childish shit.
Now, if we
Oh, wait,
interesting
now.
thing, they're getting mad at me for breaking
yeah,
the
let's do-
news. They were getting mad at me for breaking the news, but it was actually, if I go to my Twitter and find this, it was actually Moon that originally offered to tell Shadow about their breakup. And here we go. Hold on, let me put this. When you said about the breakup, wasn't it Moon Strider that originally offered to tell Shadow about the breakup?
So apparently it's okay if Moon does it, but it's
So
wrong for you
wait,
to
did
do
you
it
tell her to tell him, or did she
At
just
this
like,
point,
offer
or
it?
something,
Because
people.
She offered it, and I said to her, I'll think on it.
because Riz is
Yeah.
bad. Apparently.
Rusa man bad.
There's a big
Reason
bad.
man-
There's a big meanie.
Ruza is a bad guy. I'm
No,
a
it's
Reason
bad
Man.
Rusa
guy.
man.
No. It's Riz and Man bad. That's just it.
Yeah.
Riz and
Red
Man
horse
bad.
bad.
So, Moon, basically her argument was I was a bit too mean. I was a big meanie pants. And the only person that used the argument that Marshisha broke it to him was the Dark Blast person who ended up blocking me, so I'll have to jump onto a different account in a second to see it. But let's just move on with the DMs for now. Go get it. You want to read this one? He's fucking muted. Okay.
I'll sign up to these. I'll let everybody else speak because we don't need 18 people saying the same exact thing
Yeah.
at the same exact time.
So you guys
The
can read
funniest
that.
aspect, I did told Shadow that Moonstrider is just an clan dictator which lies, manipulates, support pedophiles, zoophiles, raping, etc. And let me explain, Shadow supports her and says she wasn't doing this shit. I had
Right.
a funniest conversation with him, and the best thing, my boyfriend did laugh all the time as
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
overreach.
That
Now-
sounds perfectly legal.
But who wants to read the screenshot? Just through
I
the
can
chat.
read it.
Go
Uh,
ahead.
Oi, oi,
Can I
fuck off.
stream?
I'll do I do that?
Okay. Hold on a second,
Okay.
right?
Do I do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
I
alright.
got it.
Hold on. Here
He's
is
one-
a
oh,
chat
mm.
between me.
Hold on, Sakurai. I can hold on a bit. Right now, we're just going through the posts and DMs. Go ahead, Marshy.
By the okay.
Right.
Okay.
Shut up. Right. He's one of my closest friends, and I support him to an extent. If it wasn't for me, he would have done more drastic things to people. But to date him is ridiculous, because you're upping his ego by being one of his many little princesses who kiss his feet at anything he does. I am my own person. I'm telling you, in the long run, I'll see you later. Oh, it's fine. Sorry. I'm telling you, in the long run, you're gonna make it worse by continuing to support him.
Alright, I'm gonna throw some more. Somebody else can read the second screenshot. We're just gonna
Alright,
like.
I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking do it.
I'm shit at
Okay.
reading screenshots anyway.
I believe this is the one. There we go. Okay.
Alright.
Wait, is that? No, that's. Yeah, that's the one. Go ahead.
Alright.
Alright, can I read? Alright, can I read?
Hold on.
Aw.
Is that the right one?
Alright.
I'm trying to make sure.
It's like 5th grade again. We're just looking.
No. Okay, that one was before, so that one really doesn't matter. Here's a long message that she sent Marshy. This one's a long one, so who wants to read it?
I'll read it. It's long.
Okay.
I want to read it.
Crano volunteered as true.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Holy shit. Okay, you volunteered. You volunteered to read it. You have to read it now.
Yep, go ahead.
You're gonna regret giving me freedom.
I already do.
This is madness.
He has attacked Shadow, attacked Blitz, attacked Naira, dedicated a whole podcast on labeling him a pedophile, which he's not. He's threatened
You talk
people
normally, Jesus Christ.
when he
Okay.
doesn't get what he wants. Doesn't get what he wants. What?
You just continue.
And when they refuse to treat him like a king, he exposes them and then labels them a pedophile or a rapist. He uses manipulation to get a good quality people that are actually really nice and pull the wool blanket over everybody's eyes.
Can I hold you there? Can I stop you there? Quickly.
What?
I took my headset off for a solid 20 seconds and you're just that far.
Yeah, just go. Keep continuing. You're prolonging it by stopping him. Go ahead.
Alright.
Yeah, look, alright, I can barely hear anything.
Wait, okay, hang on a second.
Too loud.
Oh god damn it. Do you want me to read it?
Closer to it. Okay.
Alright,
Am I better now?
Yeah, you
Okay,
were
yeah,
at the
so-
good quality people part.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Alright. Good to make good quality people that are actually really nice and pull the wool blanket over everybody's eyes and makes everyone he doesn't like look like some sort of sex offender. The fact that this sad piece of shit dedicates so much time to ruining the way others look is sad, and even calls himself the pedophile. When all he does is call out innocent people as pedophiles.
What's that? You fucked a child. You're innocent. You're not a pedophile.
Oh my
Hold on.
god,
Fucking
stop me! Stop me!
Oh, there's chat right
No,
here.
I'm
trying to
Subscribe
hunt some
to
pedos.
Rewards and,
Honey, yes,
How do I pin that?
I have many stuffs, brother. 6 part of stuffs. Hold
Okay.
a second.
So wait, hold on. Give me a second so I can explain this entire message because Crano wanted it to be a nonsense rated very slowly. But he's saying I attacked Shadow. I never attacked Shadow until today. This message was a few days ago. 2 days. 1 day. A day ago. And I attacked Shadow today. I don't know who the fuck a Blitz is. I attacked Nairo because he's abusive. And I'm manipulative. Kind of like this entire Strider family. And I dedicated the whole podcast labeling him as a pedo, which I never did. I never called him a pedophile the entire podcast, like on the Nairo podcast. I don't threaten people that don't kiss my toes. I don't label them as a pedophile. I've never called out Magmaster, so that's a good example.
Yeah, that's a good example. You also
Like,
never called out me when I talk shit about you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's seriously a dark surprise that I did found out from a friend of mine that now did fucking a clinic with an 8 years old girl. So yeah, I
Right.
have it
8
here from a
years
friend.
old. You're
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah, I hear
Wait.
this from a friend of mine, which lives near from his clinic.
But can we get into
Yeah,
that
here
like
it
a
is.
bit? Because right now we're just on the moon right now. Then we're gonna get into Strider, Dark Blast, and then we're gonna talk about Nairo.
Yeah, but indirectly,
Yeah, okay, let's
Moonstrider
do it in order.
is
Let's do it in
blind.
order, alright?
Yeah, I think we should do it in order, just so that it's not just a hodgepodge of topics like the Untitled
Yeah,
Pod.
people are gonna be wondering about Nairo for the rest of the stream now. So, but come on.
We'll get into it
one at a
later.
time.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more.
I don't get how I pull
Stay
wool.
tuned. Maybe I'll speak.
I don't get how I ever pull wool over anyone's eyes. I don't know. Like, she just doesn't show any example of that. And she says that I make people that I make pedophiles look like pedophiles, but she sees them as innocent. And she wasn't
Yeah,
really.
she's
Because
like-
all pedos are innocent. That's the.
Did she
that's
actually
the
look at?
secret.
Does she actually look at any of the? Does she actually have a good look at any of the tweets you make about PDs? Because literally every time you make a tweet that starts with pedophile alert, it comes with about 3 or 4 screenshots that literally shows them being pedophiles.
Right, but she apparently thinks
Unless
that those people are innocent.
It's a
And-
Strider.
yeah,
what
like,
do you expect?
Yeah, like I'll just, yeah, like this. Yeah, we'll just have this guy innocently. We'll just have this guy innocently send sex messages to an 8-year-old and then be like, "Oh, but he's innocent," and I'm like, "What? Innocent of what? Does he not beat his wife? Like he's innocent of that, but come on, we're talking pedophiles here."
Not
Okay.
yet.
So I'll hop in. I'll read the next one. Marshy, just if you knew how lonely I am, you'd have a better insight. Moonstrider, the most manipulated fucking series of messages I've ever seen. Sweetie, that's why I'm here for you. That's why the Strider family is here for you. Do yourself a favor and break up with Ruza. After that, come me, I'll help you. I'm not gonna date you. I'm not gonna date you, but I promise I'll always be here for you. You don't need
Strider
romantic love
family's
to
here
not
for
feel
you.
lonely.
I can't wait to get reached.
Can
I-
I
Strider
read?
family's here for you.
I
Can
would
I
like.
read as Mooney?
The Strider family's here for you. We're totally not a cult.
That's
Just
basically
submit
what it
to
is.
our ideals.
Yeah.
Submit to our
Honestly,
ideas
that's-
and we'll help you.
We'll just
So-
help. This sound,
Extreme
this
culture.
legit sounds cultish, and I'll be honest. I've had probably one or more family members that I've had one or more distant family members that have got caught up in Scientology.
Yeah, I wanna
You mean
explain about the Strider.
Yeah, you know, the,
Sorry. But about supporting that the Strider families are here from someone else. I had the experience with Dark Sonic Striders, which he said, "Your Strider family are my family." I asked him and said, "You can't be hope that they are staying here for you." And Shadow is attacking me and saying, "You are attacking the Strider family," blah blah blah. That I would blaming him and making him depressed for saying that the Strider families are bad. What the fuck?
And I got a DM from Smallest. I'm gonna open this because she said I'm actually getting tired of this. And let's see.
I can
Oh,
show you what.
Okay, this guy. We're gonna get into this guy in a minute. So actually, okay. So I think I'm done with Moon because Moon's basically just been saying the same thing to Marshy, begging Marshy to break up with me. And asking Marshy, why did you send the screenshots? And then proceeding to say more incriminating bullshit.
Question about Moon, real quick.
Yeah.
Do you know it's Remy?
Remy?
It's
Yeah, what about Remy? What about Remy?
Doesn't the profile picture of Moon doesn't it just I know that picture, and I know the original version of that picture wasn't Moonstrider. No, I know for a fact that was a Remy.
It was. I don't know. We could. I have no idea. I never paid attention to the art.
Yeah, I actually want to. I forgot his. Because now that I have it, I'm gonna ask. Because Moonstrider's OC literally looks the same as Remy. Remy.
Can I send you the proofs here?
Remy.
Yeah.
Remy, Stormfall Remedy. Yeah.
I think they share
That's what you're
accounts. Remy did. Okay, I'll just talk about this real quick. Remy did. Well, Folly, his other account, did block me, but I DM'd him on his main, and he told me that 2 people run his Folly account. Multiple people.
I think the other person's Moonstrider because
Okay.
I'm
No,
actually
that makes sense now.
because I'm actually arguing with the Folly account right now at this minute.
Right.
Like here's the
So, who was that? One person. Because I want to
Like,
move
literally.
on to.
like this Thigh Folly account is actually legit pushing the exact same narrative that Moonstrider's pushing.
Okay.
So
I mean,
these
I'll
are
just-
these are just stuff that's just happened now.
I'll just ask him.
Oh,
And the other account. Now, the next person is Dark Blast.
Yeah,
Yep.
Dark Blast.
Okay, so I usually scroll up and check. 'Cause I
It
remember
sounds like a
posting
drink that
something.
you would buy at Taco Bell. Dark Blast.
the Dark Blast of Blood Orange and Carbonated.
Make sure to stop at Taco Bell and buy your dog.
Oh, I hope this dark blast is not causing a dark blast in the toilet.
That's good, I guess.
Alright.
Now,
Can I show the
okay.
proofs?
before I really talk about Dark Blast, I just want to show the main thing about them. 1, they're a boomer, and 2, if you look at these screenshots, Ruza, good thing. Wait, okay, Dark Blast, Ruza. I did not give you permission to use any tweets or messages that have me involved. Basically, basically, I told him he was going to be on the podcast. He could join any second, and he was telling me that it's illegal to put his public tweets that he has made public in my podcast.
Oh,
And then
Now,
I replied, hold on, let me just read these screenshots. I replied, Ruza, good thing I don't need your permission. Dark Blast, you actually would, otherwise you're posting private information that you don't have permission to use. And
This isn't private information.
How dare you share the tweets I put to public?
And Scary Gun replied,
This
well,
is-
he didn't.
This is dumb.
He's making-
Scary, yeah, go ahead.
That's so funny. I mean, we see already this on the timeline. Dark Blast can't hide anything. Once time uploading stuff, it's visible for everyone.
Now this person.
yeah. When you upload
So
when you
funny.
upload something to a when you upload something to a public platform like Twitter, that's actually like a because when you make an account with Twitter it's actually in their terms and conditions Twitter's terms and conditions actually allow them to use your information and that's actually a legal and I think that's actually a legal requirement for Twitter to be able to post to have your tweets posted on Twitter at all.
Right,
All right.
Okay.
I know this as an artist. Twitter owns half of your tweet. It literally owns half of your tweet just
No.
so that you don't get so that they don't get sued.
Hold on, let me continue with this before everyone starts talking again. Somebody just basically replied with, as long as I don't say your real name or show your face, which I can protest to, it should be fine. I think it's fine to show their face, because they most likely made it public on other websites, like Facebook and stuff like that. Now, if we go over here, Dark Blast just said, no, he can't. I denied access to use information that involves Mr., but you try to say me, and I just replied with, if you really think I won't use your tweets on my podcast, then you are in for a treat, and he just threatened to take it down. You never said how, so I'm just guessing he's just gonna report it until he eventually passes out on his computer. Yeah, I just said have fun with that.
Oof.
Oh
Ich
my
bin live,
god.
Mama. Man hört mich.
Sorry, sorry, that just sounds really funny. Sorry. Okay. I'm
I
trying
can
to keep
see
composure, but that just sounded funny. Sorry.
Can I see if she has taken down or not?
You could go to her Twitter. She has me blocked, which is why I'm opening up an incognito tab on the side. Because if we just go here, close this, and then paste this in the incognito tab, we'll see. I'll actually have to sign into account to see replies, so that's actually pretty fucking stupid. If I just copy the link to this tweet right here, I can see the replies. There we go.
The funniest aspect,
So-
I can see everything. She
Yeah,
hasn't
we-
deleted this, so she lied about herself and is a fucking pussy with dark glass. Dark glass, you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah, me and Dark Blast were basically arguing for a day straight, and once she realized that she was being stupid, she basically said you cannot use my tweets. Which, let's go on to how she was being stupid, because I think that's more important. She kept accusing me. She kept accusing me of harassment and harassing people to no end. And she kept using the Strider family as an example, but ignoring the fact that I kept saying that they literally pinged me first and started messing with me first. And I literally didn't say anything to them. So basically, she kept saying that, and I just asked, how is it harassment? I said this. Say, Dark Blast, you seem to be good at constantly replying and accusing me of harassment, but I ask you for evidence, and you still have yet to provide a single screenshot. Why is that? Now, I'm blocked, and I don't know where the reply is, but I'm pretty sure you could go to their profile, but they said my entire profile is just harassment. So I told them, it's easy. In that case, if it's that easy, then please show me one example, and they still didn't show it.
No, it's because they can't.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're trying to use the burden of proof fallacy by going like, well, it's obvious, right? You only need to look, but they're not actually doing any of the work.
Pretty much.
It's like the lazy argument where you just reply with more and more bullshit and hope that your bullshit.
But it's not even
your
English.
bullshit just
Nah.
There's
Look, when you-
when I said that they were using at Hanans, and they're like, it's not even English. And I'm like, no, it's Latin, but you're fucking wrong.
So,
Just throw more bullshit at it until something sticks.
Yeah, I know.
so their argument was pretty terrible. It was just, well, they did bad. It's the same
throw
argument.
glue on their wall and then realize it's anti-lubricant.
Yeah. Basically, she thinks the Strider family has done nothing wrong, despite them trying to start drama with me, despite them harassing Marshy to not only break up with me, but to block me. She sees that as nothing wrong. I can't really show you this, but you can look at her replies. Since I'm blocked, let's hope you're not blocked, whoever's watching this. However many people. 16, okay. Fuck.
Man, so she's like, oh, the Strider family have done nothing wrong. Literally, the Strider family have done everything wrong.
And when other
They've
people
done everything wrong.
When other people
Like-
actually brought up genuine points, her only reply was, wait, did she delete her tweets? Nope. Okay, the entire post just popped up. When people were actually bringing up
But
points,
the
like,
end-
wait, hold on, like Dark Blast not having any arguments, Dark Blast just said, when you don't have a reason to jump in. Basically, she was saying that you don't need to get involved, even though Krana was bringing up actual points, saying that they don't have an fucking argument at all.
Yeah.
And I can see.
So literally, his reply to basically anyone else getting involved is, you don't need to get involved.
Here's one of the replies, because I replied to multiple tweets. But basically, I said soon, and I showed the podcast thing. And Dark Blast just replied with, "This is disgraceful from you, Ruza. Do you have no respect?" I just replied with, "Okay, boomer." And Dark Blast replied with, "Calling me a boomer because you're acting like a scumbag. Thank you." I replied with a picture saying, "Okay, boomer." And then Dark Blast replied with, "You do realize that boomer is an insult against the previous generation, blah 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 blah.
No,
And-
no,
Oh.
And
Oh.
I just replied
Like
with
this is right after he.
Yeah.
This is right after he called you a boomer back.
like, and then I
Yeah.
just
Now he's pulling, and now he's pulling that whole, now he's pulling that whole, oh, boomer means baby boomer, which is ageist. That kind of
Oh, yeah.
bullshit.
and I just said okay boomer with zeros and threes, and then he said you
Yeah, I know.
realize you realize I'm 26, so too young to be boomer. Then I said okay baby boomer, again
Old enough to be a
baby,
pedophile.
and then he just said okay baby boomers were born blah blah blah, and I just said that's such a boomer thing to say. No, it's called knowledge, something that people should have but don't. Crano just replied with, bro, you just posted cringe. And I got a...
Yeah.
Rather,
And...
in the next
Oh,
time, do this better and say, do you know the way? There's the behind of the reason from the meme. Because you say to someone before you are killing them. It's from a scary movies quote.
You know the people who say the okay boomer meme is ageist, right? Boomers.
Okay. I'm just gonna continue and act like I didn't even fucking hear that. But basically,
Yeah.
he just posted a picture of saying, bro, you just posted cringe. Dark Blast said, another circle cultist for Ruza. And I quote tweeted it. You can find a quote tweet if you want, but I said, it's not a cult, it's a religion. You have to follow me and join my Discord server. By the way, here's my Discord server, Shameless Pug, is what I said on Twitter. And Crano just said, when you don't have an argument, so you use ad hominems to attack. And basically, Dark Blast just said, you don't have a reason to get involved. Crano posted sad cat saying you're attacking my friends.
Man.
And what was that other argument there is? I'm trying to find it.
You don't have the reason to involve. Just jump in.
They tried. They tried
Yeah, I
to
think
say. Go ahead.
Just relate them to John Wayne. He's dead and no one cares.
Pretty much. So the Dark Blast thing arguing was just going for a good bit. I don't know why they kept replying, but they did, and they even tried to pin the blame on Marshy, even though they were harassing Marshy, basically kind of victim blaming in a way, trying to blame Marshy, basically everyone except for the Strider family. Which I don't think I mentioned this, but the Strider family is a bunch of gray, purple, and black OCs that is a roleplay family. Basically, they call themselves family, but it's really just a fake family.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's really. I think it's more akin to some sort of vaguely defined club or collective.
Pretty much, and
Except apparently, and like one of the big unspoken rules of that is you have to defend each other and look out for each other and stuff. Which it seems okay on the surface, except when they're employing this to literally defend assholes.
Pretty much.
Oh fuck,
Yeah.
you literally just posted the whole history.
Today
Literally
with Shadow
history.
with drama, as I said something and the Shadow was saying that, oh, I wanna apologize, I feel so sorry that I did post. It's too late. As he realized that he made a big mistake, so like a big boomer that he created, and he said, no, I wanna apologize, I'm sorry what I did, brother. And I said, too late, that's your fault now.
So, Dark Blast basically is threatening to report my account, victim blaming, avoiding actual arguments, being a complete nonce, basically. And he's part of the Strider family. Who's getting spam DM'd?
Not me.
Somebody is. Okay, now I need to go back to my post on Moon, because there's another person in there that I want to talk about.
God, all those DMs.
I'm sorry.
This is kind of irrelevant, but when Rosa said about his server saying shameless plug, he actually said shameless pug.
Nice.
Shameless pug. I'm making Russo puggos, you know.
There we go.
Okay.
So basically,
No, it's-
during
No, it's like he shamelessly owns PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
basically, my DM that I sent Shadow about Marshy breaking up with him. Basically, Shadow sent it to a whole bunch of other people trying to call me a dick. And this is what somebody sent to Marshy directly. And I'll just read the caption of the tweet, then I'll read the screenshot. Marshy tells me to tell Shadow they are not dating. Random loot account. You coward. Proceeds to hide behind a block. I'm not clicking this because it will enlarge that. But basically, this random loot account that's now not so random said, I saw the messages Ruza sent Shadow. Take him off your bio. Can't believe you do that. You don't even have the backbone to tell him, you coward. And then he proceeds to block you and hides behind a block.
But grammar remembers like Nairos. By the way, sorry. But that's the same grammar for me.
Right. And recently, he DM'd me. Hold on. How to join podcast. You'll join it in a second. Okay. There we go. So he DM'd me and he eventually ended up blocking me. After I made my post and he started getting shit on, he said, listen, about before I... What the fuck? Okay. Listen, about before I want to apologize, I wasn't given the full story and was worked up about something. I hope that you can forgive me for my harsh behavior. If not, fine. I won't get upset. I just wanted to make it known. And a little while ago, he was asking people to block me.
So, simultaneously apologizing and promising not to get bitchy about it, while on the other hand, getting bitchy about it.
Pretty much.
Basically two-faced. Basically two-faced. Whoever that person is, don't trust them, because they'll tell you nice things to your face and shitty things behind your back. Pretty much that.
I didn't trust him. I was just like, dude, that's stupid. So he basically said, calling all Strider family members, which we're gonna get into that right after I read this.
Calling all Fortnite gamers.
He said, mute or block at It's Fucking Ruza. He's a desperate child. He's a child desperate for attention and validation. Responding will only make it worse. And I find this funny considering the Striders are known for reporting people and crying like babies when they get into drama. Or acting like boomers like that one guy. Now, Strider family. Now, Sweet Flutters gave me permission to show these DMs. There we go. So, apparently, if I can scroll up in here. Apparently, Moonstrider is trying to do a manipulation tactic that I'll say in a second. I just want to read this first. I hope you know what the podcast is about, sweetie. And Sweet Flutters said, huh? I don't. And then Moonstrider said, the podcast is about him shitting on our family. The family you're a part of, mind you. This is the podcast. And then Sweet Flutters just said, wait, I'm a part of the family? Basically, I'm a part of it. And she was asking me when she was a part of the Strider family. So this, what they're basically doing here, is they're trying to go up to people and saying, if you support me, it's kind of like you betrayed them. Even if you never talk to them, they'll still try to call you family.
Right. So even if you're not even part of the family, they'll go up to you and say you betrayed them for...
Yeah, they tried to say that she was a part of the family to try to say, how can you turn your back on family, and try to manipulate her like that. And she allowed me to use these again right here. I just said, can I add these screenshots to the podcast? She said, yeah, just to be clear. Since she's one of the few people I respect, I guess. Which I find this family thing very funny, because if you call it a fake family, they will fucking flip out.
That's not so surprised about the Strider family. They are called someone fake if they are one a family member or so. I don't know. But Moon seems like that she loves her family, hasn't any real life, or even like that he see his mother and father real life as an enemy, but they means like good to make study to concentrate more in the school than in social. I had this experience with one of the Strider family.
Right. I basically got the replies. Basically, it was just Dark Blast replies to someone. It was Brutal Alicorn, and basically what she said is, yes, you look incredibly stupid. No, you fuck off, you worthless incel. And, me, illiterate man, you really are stupid. I spelled insect right. I said incel because I'm so used to using that word. Insect. At least I think that's what this is. And fine thing, let me pull this up because the person she was arguing with just happened to have their account recently locked. Which if I can get that would be great. Hold on. I need to scroll up in my server. Here we go. This person. Uh they're calling the Strider family is calling me a baby when they are actually the ones reporting people who argue with them. His account was locked for 12 hours and basically it was just reported. Which fuck. Is there another person I'm supposed to be talking about?
So that was
But so-
Nairo.
Yeah.
Oh. Hold on, somebody just sent me a screenshot of the loot account being a retard.
Oh wow! I see the Strider family are crybabies and report everyone. Why? What a nice pussy clan. The Striders are fucking pussies. Remember, kids.
Yeah. The
Stop me
odd
apart from
Yeah.
Strider.
the random loot account I talked about earlier, about the one that told people to block me, has also said this. If you have a problem with the Strider family, then block me. I don't have time for useless drama taxi people. What the fuck does taxi people mean?
I think he tried to say toxic people, but ended up pulling a Kafifi instead.
I know, as someone from
Now
New
you gotta watch
York,
out.
that's not bad.
Hey, wait! If he means toxic.
Wait,
Wait, we
you
are
lived
toxic.
in New York
okay.
City? Man, dude, taxi drivers in New York City are the best.
Exactly,
Wait,
like more of a compliment at this
wait,
point.
this is-
Drama taxi people sounds like people that were born in
No.
a taxi.
No, honey. I wanna say something. What about drama taxi people? Okay, come here to our taxi. Can drive to you in any drama areas. Where do you wanna go?
And okay, this is
Can I take?
smallest.
Can I take a
GTFO.
one-way? Yeah. Can I take a one-way taxi out the fuck out?
Can I get a one-way taxi to fucking hell?
So, smallest or JD, whoever wants to call him, sent me this. Apparently, that same random loot account I keep talking about also said this to, smallest. Ruza is far from innocent. I'm not saying the Strider family isn't, but he's not Withers? Withers? I'm gonna put this in chat. 'Cause I
Yes,
don't know.
please, because I can barely follow, and you know,
But he's not.
He's
Oh,
not
it was
with
a
us.
misspell. He meant Eva's.
Either. Okay.
Wait.
so
Wait.
so Ru-
That doesn't make sense from a grammatical standpoint because he would have said Eva's.
I don't know.
so
And
Ruza is not with us. Glad we got that cleared up. Good.
yeah, okay.
Don't
And
don't know who with us is, but okay.
he also said some of us has tried to get him and others on our side to stop this nonsense, but he persists, even though they were the ones who directly mentioned me while I was just playing Assassin's Creed, having fun.
Yeah, come on. If you don't let Ruza play, if you just keep pissing off Ruza with drama instead of letting him play Assassin's Creed, it's on you.
You can piss me off when I'm playing any other game, just not Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed is
Because
great.
then you're really pissing me off.
Now,
I mean, I've yet to play Assassin's Creed Unity with Ursa, so I don't know how seriously he takes that game.
let me.
I mean, he takes it serious when he can't go for a window.
Shit. Anyway, where's thing of him subtly accusing me of being a. Oh yeah. Basically, the new Nairo account. He subtly accused me of it, and that's basically what started up the entire drama again. And I'm trying to find those tweets, and I can't fucking find them. Getting Crossfire X, blah blah blah. I can't find my tweets on this Nairo thing. Sorry for that. No, that's not there. Okay.
I'm just scared.
Hmm?
I just
here
want
we
to know
go.
one thing. I want to know the dark process. Like,
The dark.
why do they think it's okay for them to start shit and then immediately cry about you starting, continuing said shit that they
Okay.
started?
So they deleted the tweets, I'll read my explanation right here for them subtly accusing me. I just said to the account, 1, it instantly followed me in my GF. 2, 1 is a great explanation. And I just tried to pull the tweet up, and as you can see right here, the tweet does not exist. So, that's interesting. But I do have a DM, or rather, I guess another tweet, from a Shadow, basically him apologizing for subtly trying to accuse me.
I did send you the screenshots, everything, as
Yeah.
I makes him clear. So the double morale, like he still wanna apologize to you, but I said it's too late. You did already create a bomb, so
Right.
it's your fault, not our fault.
Okay. So
And we can't handle your problem.
let me post this here.
Yeah, I did send it this
There we
to
no, don't worry about it. So Shadow DM'd me on Twitter about him subtly accusing me, and DM'd me on Discord about him subtly accusing me, and he basically said, "Ruza, I apologize for the dumb thing I said in morning." This guy's English makes me want to kill myself. All I want is it to end. But you try to make me look like a dumbass again, even though I apologize and told you it won't happen again. And then he said, "Here, have a public apology." Which he sent me this thinking I would just end the podcast and wouldn't talk about this at all. Which is stupid, because I was still going to do the podcast. I was advertising it way too much to not do a fucking podcast. And he basically said,
basically.
Go ahead.
Oh. What?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Sorry. Who's talking?
No one.
Who's
Somebody
talking
just
in the
had.
background?
Somebody just had
The
their
background
TV.
stuff.
Somebody had their
It's
TV
the
on.
television from me, so in a quietly way, because my mom is watching your television.
The Discord link doesn't work. Get the one on my Twitter. I forgot to update the one in my bio. Okay, so before we start, let me just read this. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Shadow Strider. Okay, last time. I apologize to Ruza for making him look like he made the fake Nairo account. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. You have my word on that. Send this to him, thanks. I don't know why he would tell people send it to me if he was literally going to send it to me on Discord literally a second later. I see that's counterproductive, but
I think it was supposed to be some sort of subtle accusation that you blocked him.
because he kept asking me on Twitter. Yeah, he kept asking me on Twitter, "You followed this so fast and replied to it." I didn't even follow it, I replied to it. And I was just like, so?
Well,
I mean, maybe, yep.
Go ahead.
So I get the impression Shadow Strider is literally only trying to apologize in an effort to get to prevent this podcast from happening.
Yeah,
He's
that
apologizing
totally
to save his ass, not that he's actually sorry.
Yeah, I doubt any of the Striders are actually sorry about anything.
But one thing what he did create, which I wanna say, congratulations, you got an advertisement to make everyone mad and to blame the Strider family with your own hand. Thank you, Shadow, that you ran your Strider family.
Pretty much. Like, it could have just ended and not mattered at all. I could have just sat there playing Assassin's Creed, but he just randomly mentions me, subtly accusing me about the account. By the way, Roxy, you have a echoing mic.
Yay.
Did someone switch to speakers instead of headphones? Oh god damn it, I can't do this.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute him for now for my side. Tell me when they fix their mic. But the main reason I'm really mad at Shadow is because he tried to pull my heart thing. We already pointed out the heart thing. He'll try to start drama, and then when it doesn't go his way, he'll DM the person saying, "My heart, you're going to kill me. I'm going to die if you keep going with the drama that he doesn't want." Well, he did want, but when it doesn't go his way, then he'll say, "My heart is failing." And he's basically trying to use either a fake or actual mental condition as a way to get out of drama.
I want to say something
Go ahead.
about Shadow. Well, let me explain. Shadow that said not only once time, he said the third time and all the time the same time to say my heart is broken. I said go call to the ambulance if it will worse. He said no, 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 don't call the ambulance. I don't need it. I have the screenshot which I said him go to the ambulance and he said no.
Yeah, like the heart condition is most likely bullshit. Because if somebody's actually like about to die, and you tell them to go to the ambulance, and their little reaction is just no, then well,
Unless you don't have money.
yeah, and
Have fun with your
Yeah, you
heart
could live.
condition.
Yeah, like what if you live in America and where you have to pay like thousands of dollars for an ambulance?
Yeah, if you have to pay thousands of dollars for an ambulance, just ask your mother to fucking drive
No,
you.
he lives
She's
in
way faster.
No,
She'll
he
be way
lives
faster.
in Czech Republic, so he lives near from Germany, so in a country, so near from the country. So
Country.
he has the country. Sorry, honey. Anyway, he has the chance to go to the ambulance, but he said no. So it shows more that he lies, or I think more. Yeah. I had very suspicious things that Shadow is Naruto too at the same time because I have seen that the device ID is very different than from the other. So
Oh, yeah.
like that's the
So you're
same
saying-
device ID from Naruto. Yeah.
So you're saying that Shadow is. You're saying that you think Shadow is.
Yeah, that Naruto used Shadow's account. I did say change the password, but Shadow was very surprised.
Okay.
yeah, I wouldn't just jump on that just yet though. But hold on, what was that other thing I was about to talk about? I don't know. I was just looking at the video of me pointing shade at Shadow, the SpongeBob one.
Or like what I did say in the center, the conversation between me and Shadow were over completely drama, which I makes him down and remembers him how Moonstrider is really is and how he fucking blind he is to saying no, Moonstrider is not even so. She is a nice, a kind guy and a kind girl and blah blah blah. And yeah, it was so funny that he's so blind to see, so that he let himself manipulate. I mean, we see already in the Strider family. Let me explain. Yeah, but most of the Strider family has depression, support, raping, child fucking, then so far pedophile, etc.
I wouldn't
Even
say that till we get
incest too.
evidence. Go ahead.
And the sense aspect, but most of them are mentality down.
Now, I'll let somebody read screenshots again. Somebody can read the one I just sent. This was.
I'll
Alright,
do it.
me. I'll do it.
Go ahead.
Oh.
I'll do it.
Go ahead.
So,
Here's my
hang on.
screenshot with
So,
with and
look-
Strider
so-
member.
so Shadow Strider says, "Look at it, the drama, Ruza attacking my family." So, oh, hang on, the thing's changed. Oh, hang on. Okay. Who's using speakers instead of headphones?
I think it's still Roxy. Hold on, Roxy. Yeah, it's Roxy.
I muted him.
Yeah, make.
Yeah, it's fine. You could just mute him, but continue.
I'm trying to. How do I do that?
You just read.
Right click on them.
Oh, you
Just
can,
what?
okay.
Right click on them and click mute.
I'm on phone. How do you right click on a phone?
Okay.
Hold down on the avatar and click.
Do you say click on a phone, Crano? Fucking PC Roadmaster Race.
It's like PC racist or something. I don't know.
Go ahead.
Okay, I can't even do that.
Well, I recommend just trying to ignore it for now.
I literally can't. I literally can't. Just
Okay.
that's just the thing I have.
Then let me read it real
Wait,
fast.
wait,
then.
wait. Is Roxy? Wait, is Roxy actually at his computer right now?
Let me unmute him. Roxy, you actually there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why
can you,
are we getting so many pictures?
We'll read those in a bit. But Roxy, can you just mute yourself?
That's the.
Okay, there we go. Now you can continue reading it.
All right. So Shadow Strider says, Look at it, the drama. Rosa attacking my family, someone I deeply love. And the other one's like, don't end it. I don't want any of it, any of this. I see your point. Yeah, and I'm dead. I'm dead already anyway. What do you mean? Heart is,
Blocked message.
and it just,
Yeah.
it just continues on. But I think, he's just probably just being like dramatically going about his heart condition that he doesn't want to call an ambulance for.
Pretty much. I mean, that's pretty obvious
And-
that he's trying to bring up his heart condition again. That I don't really think he has, since he keeps using it as a defense to try to. Oh, we got another one. Okay, there we go. We got
The
another
funny part
screenshot.
is just that he is still able to write hard is, so it's not that bad.
No, I mean, I
No,
Heart
literally.
is broken.
Heart
Heart is hurting. Heart is
is
raping.
he's a-
it's
get
dying,
this, get
and
this,
I
he
want
doesn't-
it.
Get this. He doesn't have a heart condition. He has an RP heart condition.
You know he's gonna say that eventually. Okay, I sent another.
His heart broke so hard.
Yeah.
I sent.
Hurting. I love heartbroken. It's so hurting. I can't anymore.
Marshy, you can read the screenshot I just sent in chat. This is a follow up to what Ruby just said.
Okay, the one with like this. Okay, the thing is okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wait. What? The heart is
read
weak
it.
one.
Yeah, the one I just sent. Just read.
Okay. And I see your point. Yeah, and I'm dead already anyways. What do you mean? Heart is weak. Oh, it's dying, and I want it.
What the fuck
Wait,
is that?
he
I
wants
want
his
it.
heart to die? There
Yeah,
are
he
quicker
wants his heart to
ways.
die. Yeah. Lol. Take
Well,
that.
he's being heart. Well, he's being heartless with his blatant manipulation.
my
yeah, so-
God.
Just
No.
go get a
Oh.
9mm, and then
Okay,
your heart
number
is
two.
definitely dead.
Okay, calm the fuck down.
I did send him this.
So we got 18
So
people
this guy
watching.
clearly
Hello.
has some mental issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if
Yes,
he,
yes.
like if he's really heartbroken over losing Marshy, he should go see someone instead of
You want to know?
instead of venting and looking like an idiot on Twitter.
Oh,
I did. You sent from Shadow yesterday.
also another thing. With the.
I
Yes.
know it's hard and it's not good for your mentality, but if it's worse, then call now the ambulance. I know it's not funny to have a heart attack by stress, etc. Fuck the ambulance. Rosa did this. Marshy and he broke me. Now Moon is the bad one. Am I the bad one?
Oh my God.
What did Rosa exactly? And how he did type it to
I
you?
can't-
Just leave me to die. I just wanted to end. But he
Okay.
puts it further. Moon left it. I did and accepted. He goes on masking bullshit. I having panic attack here. It's just too fucking much. Just leave us alone. Is that too much to ask? Goes on typing. Just leave us, please.
Jesus Christ.
And like again, they were the one who mentioned me. Like I
Okay.
directly told them this could be solved in DMs, but they
Yeah.
decided to keep tweeting. I was just like, okay, let's go.
I would like to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
He-
The other
he's
one-
trying to pull another Nivo.
We all-
I can already see it happening. He's gonna
You can
act like
see
he
it
dies.
now.
He's
It's
gonna
I
act
think-
like
happening in
he-
my head.
Careful.
I can
Marshy,
tell.
think I
please
see-
be careful. I know Shadow is a manipulative guy, which he follows his influence, his god Nairo. So be careful for him,
So,
because he's a second
Oh, like,
Nairo.
Okay.
if
Now
he's
there's
pulling
I
a.
saw it.
another Nairo, do I really
I think
need
I saw-
to
yeah.
create another trophy with the writing on it? At least you tried.
Nairo 2 will let you be blue.
Okay, no, he's not gonna take his own life. He's gonna act like he dies from this heart condition.
He's gonna die in RP.
Yeah, then a new account's gonna pop up using a similar picture with similar character,
Oh. Wow.
and it's
yeah,
gonna be him.
yeah. The
That's my-
other.
Sakurai.
Well,
Yeah, like
Okay.
that's just completely pathetic. No,
There's
like
a. Mhm.
I think I kind of called him just descending into the same madness as Naruto did when he remade his OC to look almost exactly like Naruto, and I was like, oh, here we go again.
Now this one was funny to me because he was asking what's me and Marshy's age. He was really grasping at straws at this point. Marshy's turning
Fucking hell.
17 in a few weeks. I'm 18. And what he said is because Star Stripe Nibsy, my friend, doesn't really know my actual age, even though I always say I'm 18. He said, wait, he's nearly 20, and together with Marsh, when I'm pretty sure Nibsy's reply was, I was just of age. And Nibsy just replied with, last I checked, all I know is that he's legal. So how old is Ruza and how
He
old
has
is
a
Marshy?
bird. He has a
And-
beard, which means he must be 21
Hold on,
or
hold on.
older.
Can we just acknowledge for a second? He dated Marshy, but didn't even know Marshy's age.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
I pointed
Imagine
out.
not knowing your ex's age.
He
Congrats.
didn't. I'm pretty sure he didn't know Marshy was actually a guy too, because he kept saying he had a girlfriend and he wasn't gay. So
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he thought you were
Congrats.
female.
No.
whoopsie
be
daisies.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't know that either, but then I also don't really care. I mean,
I don't.
I mean, whatever. I mean, like whatever gender you are, if you're a good person, you're a good person. Pretty much how it is by me.
Let
I
me
don't-
not
I
go
don't make-
to-
I don't make as big a deal of that as just the generic middle-aged, middle-class
Imagine not knowing your
person. And
SO's gender.
Imagine just
Look,
like,
it doesn't matter if you're male or female. If you're sexy and you have a good heart, I'm always open.
I'm single, ready
That
to
has
fuck.
two meanings.
that is good. That's a good outlook.
Look, it's just
I'm
I
all
think of it
as
as-
Oh yeah, he said I'm near my 20s, but that could literally mean I'm just 18, which I fucking am.
I'm near my
Yeah.
20s. I'm 16 years old. I'm technically closer to it than if I was 10.
Hey,
Pretty much.
Technically, Marshy's also nearly at his 20s as well. I think we're all near.
RP
Yeah.
girlfriend.
God damn it.
Go ahead.
I'm older than 20. What do you mean?
Same.
Hold on. Hateful. This isn't the no. I think hold on. Justice on in chat. Hateful said, "Is this the guy who was dating that 14-year-old?" I'm guessing you're referring to the pedophile I called out. That pedophile tried to send a dick pic to a 14-year-old. Didn't try to date them.
Yikes.
I'm gonna cover that in a minute. But these aren't the people. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened with them. But these aren't the people.
I mean, who said it hasn't happened and they are just really good at covering it up?
I mean, they're already fucking manipulating people and lying to
Yep.
them. Like, lying to Marshy about who I attacked and stuff like that. Thinking Marshy wouldn't tell me or, like, ask me anything.
Yep. It's
That's
fucking yikes.
Pretty much.
It's a big fucking yikes.
Now, is there anything else anyone wants to say about, like, Shadow or anything like that?
You're
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
That
I
moon
feel
basically.
like
You're really fucking stupid. That's all I
I-
wanted to say.
I
That
feel like
moon.
that
Okay.
that
Oh,
I
also-
should look into
oh.
them.
Okay. Now, Marshy, you go.
Moon basically told me before me and him really started dating that he's really clingy and that, and I'm to enjoy the relationship while it lasts. So she wasn't exactly too confident either. Then she gets all defensive when I break up with him. So I find that quite comical,
Pretty much. Well,
personally, anyway.
If you just
Sounds like
get
a guy not ready
random,
for a relationship at all.
if you just randomly get a DM saying you are now part of the Strider family, run, because it's just like a arranged marriage, but you don't know who you're marrying type thing.
Welcome
I
to the
mean,
Strider
actually-
family. It's like
I'm
you're being
technically-
knighted.
Being knighted
No,
with
you
the
see-
worst sword.
I like being hell, so I think I'm gonna stay away from families because then I can die and go to hell.
Oh,
So
wait.
it's a message like, congratulations, you got
Hold on.
drafted.
So we
You
got
got
more.
drafted into a relationship.
We got more from Sweet Flutters, so more people can read this. I thought these DMs were over, but here, somebody.
Oh,
already
they're
Let's
never
read it.
go.
over.
I'll read.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go. Let's get the guy with the speech impediment reading ability.
Fuck you. I mean that I won't be around. If you do something stupid, I'm gonna be mad. And if so, Ruza
Oh,
won't
this is-
care. Mashi nor anyone. What? What? Oh yeah, that's not me. That's the DM. Okay, good. I thought I just had a stroke. No one
Go
even
ahead.
noticed. Everyone else will. No one will. Want me to prove it? Huh? When I stop responding, you'll see.
Okay, let's send
Ow! The edge!
Oh, this is basically
Fuck.
threatening suicide. This is like threatening suicide and threatening to blame it all on someone else for your suicide.
This
Oh,
is like
no.
threatening suicide if you had one chromosome.
Okay, I sent another screenshot. Marshy, you're gonna have to read it just because I want to hear you read it.
Ugh, finally, quickly quit my game Call of Duty Black Ops 2 multiplayer.
Wow,
Okay,
shit
I'm
game.
kidding.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, because you're bad at it. Okay,
Fuck off.
Yeah, it's true.
usually
I
shit.
saw that
I'm
stream. I saw
alone.
that stream.
Shut up, free. I'm alone. I made love of my life involved in drama. Scaring people, having them. Wait, what? Scaring people, having them think you're going to take your life, then block the people who cause it. It'll cause even more drama then. And High Tiny feeling better, I guess it's slight pain.
Oh boy. Oh wait, there's DMs from a
Yeah,
while ago.
do you
These
know
from
the one
yesterday.
thing that people who fake suicide hate the most?
What?
If you actually call like somebody on them, they hate that. I did that with Fury.
Oh yeah, there was another guy that was
Well,
playing
like,
Fake
when
suicide. One day later, you see him at the mall.
and then it'll randomly say disconnecting. Hold on. And reconnected. Okay, there we go. Alright, this person, let me check it, make sure everything's good. Okay, yep, everything's good. This person summed it up perfectly, just like, are you serious? Why? No, literally, I have enough of this shit, blah, 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 annoyed with the drama. I just care about what they said at the end. Basically saying, do I have to say this? Keep drama in DMs, which is literally what they could have done, but they wanted to tweet at me, and then like when I reply, it's just like everyone gangsta till Ruse and start typing out that reply.
Everyone
think it's
gangsta
like-
till Rosa gets his ego refill.
Hey, hey. Anyway, go ahead.
So like they tweet it all publicly to try and take you down and make you look bad, and when that doesn't work, they just run crying. And,
Pretty much.
and they just run crying and they just start claiming Ruser brutality, Ruser brutality.
Yes.
Yeah, you're doing that once, maybe twice, and then you got banned. For false reports.
Oh yeah, but their account could get ripped. I'm not suggesting anything, but the stuff they say, like calling people worthless scum and fucking retards, you can. Twitter doesn't allow that. I'll just leave it at that. Twitter doesn't allow that.
They also don't allow you to call people retards. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
Basically, they already prepared their own graves.
Yeah.
You just need to fill them up with bodies.
It's just like you play Russian roulette and you get shocked that you just shot yourself.
If you play Russian roulette with somebody else and it's their gun and you get shot, is it assisted suicide
If
I
you play
mean-
Russian roulette,
or is it
To be
murder?
honest, the Strider family is currently playing
if you play Russian roulette with a loaded
full
gun,
automatic.
is it
9mm.
suicide?
Why 9mm? Why not 45 ACP?
No.
Then a 45
Sure.
ACP, I don't care.
All right,
As long
so
as it's
where are
full
we?
automatic.
So where are we at now?
I was gonna say we can move on from the Shadow and Strider thing. We already like brought up basically not everything, but if anything else pops up, then I'll release everything else on Twitter, since I always have something on someone. I was gonna say we can move on to the pedophile, the two pedophiles I recently called out, Tender Touch and Bucket Guy.
Bucket guy.
That's his username is Bucket. He changed it to Wagon, so he kind of evolved like a Pokemon and turned into a fucking wagon.
So now he needs the
Bucket
upgrade
wagon.
to Volkswagen.
no.
Volkswagen.
What are we doing in chat? Let me check stream chat because I haven't been checking.
Sorry, I'm very bad at speaking Bruce Voss 2 World Wars Lost.
500 Smith & Wesson. I would prefer good old Remington.
Oh, Invisible Kittens, you came back when we are about to start talking about the pedophile. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll just start it like this. Tender Touch is basically a user that's 19 years old and runs a lewd server. From what I've seen, unless I like misread it, The loot server has over 500 people in it. And the loot server posts a lot of Falcon, and the owner does not mind if kids join. Not only that, but the owner also only sees ERPs, and I quote, as epic words, which they basically allow adults to ERP with kids in there.
If ERP is epic words, I don't know what the fuck humanity is anymore. It's epic.
So to
So
make
So literally a pedophile haven.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get into like the server in a second. Right now I'm getting to the owner. The owner ERP'd
So-
with someone 16, so I want to see how far they were willing to go. So I pretended to be a 15-year-old, and they were completely willing and told me, do not tell anyone about this ERP. Basically telling the kid to keep their little mouth shut. And
This guy knows that you can report the whole server to Discord, and
Already
they're
did.
dealing with it the good way.
Wait, is it cub porn?
Oh yeah, they have a lolly section, a Falcon section, and I think a cub section. in their
Okay,
server.
okay. So if it's lolly, they will go to it, but if it's Falcon, they won't. No,
Oh, no,
it's no, yeah, Falcon and what's the other one? It's Falcon and something else. They won't.
Falcon, cub, lolly.
No, lolly they will. Falcon and cub they won't.
Oh,
Discord won't crack down on it.
I mean, they will.
Well,
They
actually, I
did
think-
for my first few reports, but they stopped responding to me after like my third report. So, like, they're
So
They're-
they were just like, I'm sick of this guy's shit. It's the 17th time.
exactly. It's just like fucking
It's more
delete
like
them,
we
pussy.
already opened up our own crew just for that guy.
Pretty much, they did that with other people too. So
You're like an unhired, like you should demand to be hired and paid, dude. If you're doing
Right.
this to report as somebody who just goes around Discord reporting people.
now the thing, yeah, I find them. I'm a lucky guy, I guess. But I'm not gonna read out the ERPs. But basically, right here, they said they're 15, and you know, it basically evolved into that. I'm not gonna read it. Now, I don't think it's really necessarily like a full-blown pedophile for doing something
read it.
for ERPing with 16-year-old. But the reason I put the 16-year-old was to show how willing they are to do it with really anyone. And here's
Hey, I'm 5 years old.
Oh yeah, you are. But they basically have a few hidden
Ooh-woo.
channels. It's called Anthro-Fools, which fools basically means babies, I'm pretty sure. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's not Foals. Foal.
Yeah, Ruby,
That-
something is coming through your mic and it makes me want to shoot myself.
Dude, I'm
Wait,
gonna-
what?
Something
I'm
is
gonna
coming
punch
through
you.
your mic and it's bad. Sounds like a
Is it?
hybrid of a human and a bird crying.
I thought you said
Oh,
vibrator of a bird and a human.
Okay,
I would just say
Loser.
it's Peter Griffin.
I live in Australia. I think it explains it.
Okay, loser.
So it probably is.
Mm-hmm.
Foal. That's how it's spelled.
F-O, yeah, falls.
Yeah, that's children.
Okay. Yeah, so they have an
I'm pre-
Anthro Falls, Modlog, Staff, Falcon, and Lollycon. And these are locked off channels. You need a thing called the Crusaders role, which I originally thought it was just like Knights Crusaders. But then somebody introduced to me a more disturbing thought, Cutie Mark Crusaders, and I kinda hate the person for that. Because I just thought it meant normal Crusaders. So they're basically an adult that ERPs with kids, runs a server, and allows adults to ERP with kids in the server. Now, a return to the server, at least some people did make a return to go in there and like find what they can. And immediately the first guy they found was a 22-year-old man that was talking to a 14-year-old that they knew was a 14-year-old and asked a 14-year-old if they want to see his cock.
Yikes!
Big yikes. This is the same
How do you
server.
find these servers?
I actually don't know how I found it now that you asked me that.
They're everywhere if you look for them.
Oh, somebody sent me the 16-year-old thing, and then I looked into it. That's why.
And,
Yeah, I think your reputation as the pedo slayer just means that sometimes when people just find a pedo, they're just like, okay, I'll go tell Ruza.
Yeah, that's basically everyone. This
Paparazzi.
fucking faggot
I found
on
a
Twitter
pedophile.
is trying to take my fucking rep and telling people they could go to him. Fuck him. Don't go to Brutal Alicorn when you find a pedo. Come to me, not him. Fuck that guy. Anyway.
I mean, come to me. I want some
I'm the
action.
bootleg loser, so you have to come to me.
So, basically, I'm probably gonna try to get this or probably not try to get this. But this guy, the bucket guy, was actually in the loot server asking for sympathy, saying that nobody likes me and everyone's attacking me and stuff like that. And if I could get that, hold on. I also made a Google Doc for someone, but I'm not sure if there's something not safe for work in there, so... Actually, let me just hop in there.
Send me the doc and I'll tell you. I'll probably regret life.
Right. So this is the Google Doc about the server and Bucket. I think Bucket's in here. That's a Google Doc right there. And
I'm good at and commit suicide.
There's a few more screenshots in here that are actually pretty fucking good. Here we go. And let's see, they were asking about the post. Basically, Vaping Night Jedi said, "Wait, Ruza showed me some screenshots that are very concerning." And basically, he was asking them before he sent this message. He was asking them about the post that I made. After he asked about the post, when the admin said words, epic words, but drama don't go in here, so I'll leave it there. Vaping Night responded with, "Wait, Ruza showed me screenshots very concerning. Though, are you sure it's drama? An escalation will be deleted," is what the admin said. How is that escalation? Well, I'm asking a simple question. And basically, the people who kept asking questions, or at least just wanted like their side, kept getting banned. I can't. Hold on, I need to post this in here and then open it in Google.
I didn't see any NSFW, well, pictures, there may be text.
Yeah. Image options. Can I I don't know how this Google Doc shit works. I'm trying to click copy and just paste it in here. It's not working. Whatever. But basically, one of the people who were talking said, "I got booted." They replied a few to something else. And then Jedi Knight said, "Oh, same here, lol." Because they both ended up getting booted for asking simple questions.
So whose birds are currently dying?
Rubies.
Yeah, hang on.
As for the server in a whole, we have I think 12 people in there. I have 8 notifications.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry about the birds. Sorry about the birds. I'm literally trying to find a place that doesn't have any birds, but they're fucking everywhere.
Right.
Fucking Australian just walk into fire.
So how's the burning? How's the fire? Is it nice? How's the fire? Is it nice?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not near the fires. I mean, the fires are bad, but the fires are bad, but they're not 100% everywhere.
Here's
Oh,
showing.
we'll go to one and walk into it. There's no buds there.
Here's showing that their messages were deleted. When they banned them, they specifically chose to make sure their messages, as I'm asking who I am, were deleted. Right here, and they just say, epic words and stuff like that. And they keep referring to it because somebody else asked, and Tender Touch said, "You mean Ruza?" And somebody said, "So much drama over words," and Tender Touch just replied saying, "Epic words." And then the rest is just the bucket guy who sent a dick pic to a kid that was 14. It wasn't actually 14, it was an 18-year-old pretending to be a 14-year-old.
But still, the intention was there.
Yeah. I'm just saying that so, it's like...
Yep.
I don't want to make it look like I sent an actual 14-year-old to, catch a pedophile.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, hey, we got standards. We have standards, they don't.
Okay, send a 13-year-old that plays a 6-year-old.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's close enough.
Pretty fucking much. Hold on. I'm getting a lot of fucking notifications on my Twitter, so every once in a while I'll just open a new tab, put it on my other screen, and check it. And let me check chat. I don't think Hateful is in the chat anymore because he hasn't even replied, so that's interesting, I guess. But it's a server, it's basically a den of pedophiles, and if you want me to, I could send you their Twitter that has their pinned tweet as their Discord server, which they said that their old Discord server got banned, and I can only imagine how.
No, it's a mystery.
Someone started talking, maybe?
Yeah, pretty much. There we go. So their
Or
their
Discord
is
started to get wary because of all the dick pics on their servers.
I'm back now, but I'm not ambushed to talk.
Okay,
Sorry.
fine.
It's alright.
That's alright. Anyway, so Marshy, what has Moon DM'd you since we've been talking?
Mainly I asked her to join, and she was just like, I have my suspicion that Ruza wants me to come on, lol. And I went, oh, come on, with a sad face. Why did Ruza ask you to tell me to join? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the dude probably doesn't even know what a podcast is, seeing as most podcasts are audio only, and Twitch is not a place for audio only. Fucking idiot.
I wasn't even going to.
Ow.
I'd like to mention again, everyone that I'm talking about, except for the pedophiles, I offered for them to come on to the podcast. Shadow, Dark Blast, Moon Fucker. I offered all of them a chance to come on the podcast, so I'm not being unfair. Unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of them already
you're always
left.
unfair. You're a monster.
Yes. Some
You
of them
can
joined,
tell-
then some of them actually joined the podcast before we went live, but then they left before we went live. Mostly because the podcast wasn't going to go their way.
Pretty much.
By the way, all of you can tell what's even happened by me right now. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I posted the screenshot in the chat already. I think we'll get to it at some point.
Okay, let me just read chat. Nibsy got your back. Cock. So, that was...
What?
That was just the first thing I seen in chat. Nibsy got your back, and then cock right after.
Shut the fuck up, wannabe loser.
And let me add Brutal Alicorn since he was in the big argument with Dark Blast, and he wants to join. I believe it's King X Enter. If you're annoying, I'm gonna kick you out.
Awesome. I didn't get an invite either, nor did I get credit.
Oh, I'll invite you in a second then. Wait, where did she said that? Where did she say that?
In the chat. In the chat you're not reading.
Then I wrote my name. Wait, how far up are you?
I'm mighty... No, like, current time.
Confused as fuck.
Why do I have my time? Toggle time
Yeah.
stamp?
I'll up say
Alright.
it just open. If
Go ahead,
they don't
Sakurai.
understand. If they don't understand, tell just open. I'm very mad to explain anyone.
Okay.
Because it's just such. I can't understand this faggot.
Oh, Jesus, okay. I removed Dark Blast. I had Wilted Flowers because Dark Blast told me that they were going to be sleeping at this time.
Yeah, and plus I'm pretty sure they're not actually gonna.
Yeah,
They're not actually gonna be constructive in the podcast anyway, even if they're away, considering all the abuse and bullshit.
Pretty much.
But,
If you want, I can accurately argue their side for you.
And the word?
As I can say in the short name. So, the
United
dumbest vampony
I-
ever. The dumbest purple vampony ever. His mother. To my
Oh.
brother.
Well, this is a podcast of softening the people, not the mothers, so...
Then,
Wait, what about
Alvo
mothers?
can better explain what I mean.
yeah, but when we get to the Naru part, I'll explain it. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, we'll get Nairo in a second.
Ruza, just to piss you off more, I'm gonna steal your job more. I hope you're okay with this.
You did a trash job by posting the screenshots for the last pedophile you called out. Die.
Shush.
Ow.
Riz is really
Relax.
supportive. Is joking.
But
I
back
bet
to
I can
the
do it better.
back to the pedophile post. I'm not sure if Blossom with the flowers here wanted me to show that it was actually her that caught it. So she originally wanted me to
Yeah.
kill the username. But
I was the
basically,
one that did it.
yes. So
Then pussied out.
for
Naughty girl.
for context, Withered Flowers here started the conversation with this, and then after I think after these DMs, yeah, after these DMs here, basically Wilted Flowers gave up because she was too disgusted. So I had to pop up on the same profile picture she was using and stuff like that and say my old account was locked. I think I have that on my other phone, but I don't have internet on that phone right now. So basically, these first few DMs were from Wilted Flowers, and then these are from me impersonating Wilted Flowers because she dropped out midway. So
Oh my god, you impersonated me. You give me my ID back.
Okay. She's in my bio if you want to congratulate her for that, I guess. But
Wow.
I don't know what else to say anyway. But on the Nairo thing, since this is a hot topic, I guess still a hot topic. Basically, if you guys don't know though, the entire Strider family already hated me at the first place because I put their friend Nairo, person that abused their ex and lied to her and was a complete scumbag. They're mad that I ended up attacking him on Twitter, resulting in him deleting his account. And he tried to come back and then deleted his account again. And then he tried to come back on another account and deleted his account again because I found them all. So you guys wanted to talk about Nairo. I already talked about it on my old podcast. So I don't know what's really going on, so you guys can explain.
I'm
Yeah,
still mad about
yeah.
this. I can't say anything because I'm very mad right now. And
I'll let
how
Ruby-
can I explain not that I say bad words?
I'll
I'm very
I'll let Ruby read it then. Go ahead, Ruby. Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, so what Sakurai's told me is that Naru's mother called Sakurai's brother, and then Sakurai's brother threw his phone outside. And then I think earlier Sakurai told the group that I mean, if you want, like, if you all wind back to earlier in the podcast, you'll remember Sakurai saying that she was told by her friend, who was told by the clinic that
Allegedly.
yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, that Naro allegedly sexually assaulted an 8-year-old.
What?
Now,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Now, again, these are just allegations. There's literally no proof behind it, so I wouldn't jump on it saying that he actually did.
Wow.
that's what.
Yeah, they're just
Well,
allegations,
look, to be fair-
nothing more.
But think about the click. Think about the clicks, Ruza.
Yeah, think about the backlash. Think about the backlash, Ruza.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
wow.
Fuck
Yeah,
backlash.
at this point, this is just stuff this is just things that we've heard and not things that we can confirm yet, or that we can confirm or deny yet.
They're basically claims with no evidence to support or debunk.
Yeah, but we're putting it out there because we're putting it out here because we've heard about them. In case anyone else wants to actually find out what they mean.
Not really.
Like yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Like Sakurai, if you're still on, did your friend actually show you anything about this report?
Hmm?
Yeah. Did your
What?
friend show you anything? Did your friend show you anything about this report that you could post here?
About the you mean Nixon's report, which he got as he uploaded the tweet that he will upload in the future time my art.
No, I'm talking about how your friend told you that Naro allegedly raped an 8-year-old. Is there is there a report on that?
I could
Is there
ask
like
him if he
a
did. I could ask him if he did, but he's no sleep.
yeah? I think that was just to let you know that's kind of important that you asked them at the time when they told you that.
Hmm. But I just noticed the mom is
'Cause I'm
very
not-
pissed off, and the clinic said something not. I don't know. Maybe they are hide the news or the bad news from. I can't explain. Nixon, kannst du es bitte übersetzen? Can you translate it, please? Nixon,
Translate what? Your poor German or your poor English?
from German to English.
Gosh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Und zwar, und zwar nämlich das Problem ist, es kann wahrscheinlich auch mehr sein, dass die Klinik eher vor schlechten News sich versteckt und deshalb eher nicht rausrücken, ob es wirklich in der Klinik passiert ist. Und wenn dann die Beweise vorliegen, dass dann die Klinik eher vorlügt. Weil die hatten ja schon mal was vorgelogen, als eine Person hier jemanden angegriffen hatte und der Klinik das vorenthalten hat.
Why am I oddly intimidated?
So it's basically just like the clinic is trying to prevent bad publicity from happening, so there's no information about what happened, when it happened, and why it happened.
Okay. Okay. Good enough, I guess. So right now it's just claims, and maybe later it will be proven.
Maybe later I will go to prison.
Later when no one needs the proof anymore.
Yep. Oh, like a month or two down the road, we'll see the Striders tweeting about Nairo going to prison.
Ruza, you son of a bitch, it's your fault.
It's your fault, Ruza. Nairo's going to prison.
Nairo just sexes them. Their only response is breaks you out of prison. He's just like, thanks, guys. You're real fucking helpful.
No, if Nairo say that he wanna killing himself again because I'm dating my boyfriend, then I can say, okay, I'll find for you the highest tower and go jump down, and we wish you good luck.
Jesus.
And if you're alive,
I would just say, yeah, do it right this time.
The opinions of Taco does not reflect the opinions of everyone here.
Yeah, but
Unless allegations true, then fuck him. Jump off the cliff.
No, but if you live 24/7 in a paranoia and in a stalker feelings, how can you then to calming yourself down? It's then always like a fight with the paranoia.
Yeah, get the stalker into the prison. Easiest way.
Yeah. I know.
So now we have a dying duck in the background.
I heard that duck. What is a duck?
Sounds like he's having some kind of like asthma attack or something. I swear to God.
Oh boy, poor animal.
Or has very problem with the tummy. That's the reason why someone is parking as well.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
This person asked if they get exposure in DMs. I can't click on your profile because I've seen a ton of porn on there, and I'm not losing my YouTube account. But that's their app mention, I guess. Oh, Jesus Christ. What just happened?
That animal, I swear.
I demand
Kill it already.
Ruza.
Kill it.
Well, the podcast is gonna be a bit
Sounds like
longer.
it's dying.
Ruby accidentally sat on his fucking bird. Okay, he's gonna actually.
No.
I'm a bird.
Trying to shove this. Trying to
Luca, I
shove this
demand
poor
top
bird up his
description.
ass.
Top of
I woke
description.
up to do this. I woke up to do this.
I demand
top description.
middle of description.
Alright, who's the sub? Who's the bottom?
I'm the sub. 100%.
Well,
Sorry. I'm sorry.
What does that sound?
that's the bud dying.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just I'm walking from place to place and there's still birds. Oh, and
Place
by
to
the way,
place.
by the way, anyone telling me to just walk to the fires, they're probably just they're like just miles away, pretty much.
Well, walk to them. Why are you still talking? Fucking sprint.
I feel so bad for that.
I don't feel
It's not a
bad.
duck. It's not a duck. I think it's a I think it's the magpies or crows
Wow.
or
I can't
parakeets
detect
or whatever.
some.
I don't know.
Maybe it swallowed a duck. That's why it's
At this
choking.
point, I'm just thinking it's the Strider family going off on Twitter.
Sounds like it.
God.
Wait. That's Moonstrider. Hold on.
So we definitely need some cats to keep those ducks at bay.
Speaking of the Strider family, I wonder how their Twitter's doing right now.
They're probably having some kind of roleplay panic attack over the fact that y'all are calling them out, not gonna lie. They're probably
I don't
typing
think
like
it's a
Hey,
roleplay
wait.
panic.
Wait, I have a sound version for Moonstrider.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at their Twitter. So this guy just.
Yeah, let's see like if they tweeted anything in response.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this dude. Losing close ones, blah blah, dying soon. Yeah, blah blah blah. Don't care. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can explain that Shadow is just an overdramatic queen, which she cries always and is overreacting, and realize it in a later result. I mean, rather I did pin the tweet, so the pin the messages, which you see. That I had a good conversation with Shadow, which he apologized to you for the mistake what he said, and which I said so I realized that he did made a mistake. Like to
Yeah.
apologize and post the bullshit when 10 minutes later to posting bullshit after the apology. So
Nice with the word. Okay, neither has Moonstrider tweeted anything yet, so I guess that's good until I probably end the podcast. I'm probably gonna get DMs and tweets from me. You know.
Yeah, they'll probably pipe up because they're such little pussies that they can't come onto the stream. Instead, they have to go and like make up excuses as to why not to join. It just.
I'm not gonna talk to a bunch of children, even though I've been acting like a child this entire time.
by the way, I did forgot to say it. On my auto spanned account, I hope I will find on the DMs, the old DMs, Moonstrider that sent his fucking dick pic. In every fucking roleplay,
what?
she sends or he sends his dick.
That's not surprising.
It's a guy.
She
It's a
sends
guy.
his dick. Lol.
Oh, it's mostly female.
He is a guy, but thinks he's a girl. And so
Yeah, trans.
Yeah.
Trans. Well.
Okay.
Oh, I think I heard about that. That might. I mean.
But
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
saddest aspect, every relationships from Moonstrider hold less than 3 months. I mean, at first Nairo 3 months, then Shadow Strider 3 months, then Remy 3 months.
Wow, this entire thing is the entire Shy family is full of incest.
So that's
That's
probably.
the reason.
I sense a
No,
pattern.
well,
So
that's the
that's-
reason how. That's the idea how you can join in the Strider family.
So-
Fuck with the clanmate, and
That's-
you can be.
I
a
was
part of the
blocked.
Strider.
You wanna
Hold
join?
on. That's
Fuck,
probably.
Moon.
That is probably. I was probably
Wow.
blocking everyone on the stream then. But that's probably who's in Remy's other account, which he allows in there. He said he allows in there. But the Die Folly, because that's the account that randomly blocked me, and Remy, the other owner, said that somebody else runs it. So I'm guessing that somebody else is Shadow, which really wouldn't be surprising.
It's either Shadow or Moonstrider. Basically,
Yeah.
I mean, I was at. Oh, are we talking about Thifali?
Yeah, we're talking about that.
Yeah, yeah, because I got into an argument with Thifali who sounded exactly like Moonstrider.
Yeah, this sounds mad,
They
but
probably have to make up fake accounts to fit their
most-
fake family.
But if they say that they are a Strider family, then why they brings each other mentality down? I mean, we see the results from Nairo. I mean, Moonstrider that supports him to say, so before my dad's stepmother, so my stepmother did forged my dad, that I need to marry my half brother or cousin. So Moonstrider said, Nairo, you can rape Sakura, and not only even this, she can fuck with her cousin or her stepbrother, and it's normal. Then it's fine. I mean, then you can have a threesome then together. That's not being from Moonstrider, seriously.
If it gives you guys an idea why I can't get every reply, at first when I went AFK for a bit, I had I think like 40 notifications. It was 42 notifications. I came back again to 40 notifications. Then when I came back for making ramen noodles, I had 127 notifications, and most of them were just replies and arguing and stuff like that.
AKA they were from me. You're welcome.
Yeah, kind of.
How long was the ramen?
Few minutes.
4,000.
3 minutes.
So 3 minutes and 127 replies because these striders just won't fucking stop.
Yeah.
Oh, like they want the drama to end, but they want you to stop first and give up.
They want us to
exactly.
hold ourselves accountable, but they won't hold themselves accountable.
It gives two options for the drama creators. So Shadow or Moonstrider. At first, I apologize, but it's too late. Second
Sakura.
option is just a tattoo, which they say.
You could have just said that everyone in the Strider family was drama queens. More sense.
Not only
Basically,
they are drama queens, but they are mentality broken as well. I mean, I did talk it with an 80 years old guy, which he said, yes, but my Strider family, they are the real family for me. Explain me why. Where is your biological family? My biological family doesn't care about me, but why? They said I need to study more as well. Do you want to see the screenshots about this?
Yeah, sure. But real quick, I tweeted this like it was interesting about me talking about Stalker on the podcast. But honestly, it's just a guy that comes to me every 3 months but knows everything I tweeted and like probably said in a few servers and stuff like that. And he just comes to me
damn,
saying...
I thought it was me.
No, he just comes to me like saying random shit that he knows about me and stuff like that. And then he'll say, oh, I have your IP and shit like that. I'm just like, that's very nice. If only I really gave a shit about you.
So he's deluded.
Pretty much. And he comes to me like every 3 months, and I'm just like, dude, I truly don't care. I don't know why the fuck you care so much, but I don't.
Probably a crush.
Wouldn't be surprising.
Here is the screenshots, which I did talk with Strider family member.
So Dark Sonic Strider.
Yeah.
That guy's a joke, and I don't even think we should take a second to talk about him because he's too much of a joke.
I reckon the Strider family is all just one person controlling all of these accounts.
If it gives you an idea why I don't want to talk about this guy, he posted an unironic, edgy Sonic on Twitter, and that's why.
Oh, is this Sonic Strider?
The edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Sonic
Yeah.
Strider, the crybaby. And
Basically, nobody in the stream knows who he is, and that's a good thing.
I was gonna say who?
apart from the Strider family, which Shadow did so ripped my ass a lot, which he said, you make him depressed. He is everyone cutting himself off, etc. For this, I said an opinion, not to offend him. I said the truth. But he said, you did right, the Strider family. We aren't so like what you think. We are support each other.
Oh, sure.
It's fucking stupid. Like, that's why I seen that tweet and I wanted to reply making fun of him, but I was like, dude, I don't even want to give you my attention. I don't even want you to know that. I know that you exist. Like, if you're unironically posting the edgy Sonic and have an RP family, where the RP family is every different fucking species, I'm just like, I'm good. You broke
Not
me.
only this, but RP family is incest. I mean, Moonstrider is Naira's mother, and fucked with her, and got Ares Strider.
Think about it. To be in the Moonstrider family, you have to be part of their family first before you can fuck them. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Look, if you want to be part of the family, you just have to move to Alabama.
I mean, why do you think why everyone says yes, mama, yes, mama? I mean, really?
Hold on. Moonstrider sent me a long DM that I never read about the family, and I was never interested. But I guess since we're on the podcast, let me just screenshot this, and one of you can be our poor little victim to read it.
I
want to read this.
Oh no, let me do it.
Fuck off! I'm not reading.
Can I do it? Can I do it?
Please, please let me read. I have
it's broken. It's broken into paragraphs. So basically, Sakurai
Holy-
Kid.
Sakurai.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, let me stop you right there.
Fucking
A
kill
Strider actually spoke in paragraphs instead of a big wall of text.
Okay. Now, not Marshy, whoever wants to read it first can read up until the paragraph where it says the next knife death came for father. So, Sakurai, you can read the beginning of it.
Alright, so there are 3 daughters and 1 father. The father began to grow old and was laying on his death. One night death came for him, and the oldest daughter pleaded for her father to have 1 more day to live. Death obliged and let the father live. The next night, Death came for the father. The middle child placed it for Death to give her father 1 more day left to live. Death obliged and let the father live. The next night, Death came for the father. The youngest revealed a wax candle and asked Death if he could let her father live until the candle she was holding fully melted down. Death
Oh, I already got the answer for
it
this.
and left, and he never returned for the father again. How did the youngest daughter keep Death from coming?
Blew out
Oh, the damn candle.
Yeah, blow out the candle. But yeah, like how does this so-called riddle have what has this got to do with anything else that we talked about? What has this got to do with anything?
Symbolism of their family imploding on themselves.
I thought she was going to tell me everyone who's in the family because I never read it. So I just kind of screenshot it and didn't read it. That I realized midway through. Oh wait, this isn't even that. This is like a fucking RP death riddle that they have. Okay.
It's not even a good one. The answer is blow out the candle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's like some
If
basic
you have
IQ
common
test.
sense, you can work out the riddle.
I mean, it was still cute to hear Sakurai read it, so I guess it was worth it.
True.
Yeah. But what is the point of that? So Moonstrider said that message to you, Riza?
Yeah, he sent it to me and I'm blocked now, so like I can't really reply back with what the fuck are you saying to me?
What a
How did the youngest daughter keep death from coming? Block.
Hey, block death, that's the
Guess
true
that
answer.
makes sense.
How did the youngest
Just go
daughter
to
keep death
Death's
from coming?
Twitter account and be like, block.
How did the
Block.
youngest daughter keep Death from coming? For the Moonstrider to fuck the dead until he lives and recreate babies.
Oh,
Recreate
boy.
Moonstrider babies that proceed to fuck each other because it's an incest school.
Yeah, Moonstrider is an incest.
I'm concerned.
How did the youngest daughter keep death from coming? He told Death he was not allowed. He told Death that Death was not allowed to look at his tweets or have permission to use his tweets.
I am deaf.
Oh,
wait, that kind of works because I put Nyla's ass in the fucking hospital.
And you have
I
a
could make a sex
I mean,
joke out of it.
you didn't mean to, but
Yeah, but I don't
I
regret
mean-
it. But
I
okay,
mean,
okay.
we
Well,
have heard that Nairo tried killing herself, jumping down on 5 meters house with a head problem in the clinic.
A 5 meter house. That's like jumping off a curb and getting surprised. You're alive. Holy shit.
what the hell?
Wow.
Yeah, with his head. He has had operate etc. He said already that he tried to killing himself, cutting himself etc. I mean, his mother did type it before me a wall message which she said, "Stop the bullying my son. He did cut it himself always. Why did you try? You did bullying my son because for his fucking memes. Leave him alone."
I'm gonna
Okay.
finna have to dip out.
Okay, can you talk later
Yeah,
or you
and
have to go to
then
bed?
Oh, no, I can talk later. I'm sleeping. I know I have to go talk. So,
Alright.
yeah, and then the
thanks for
finally.
having me.
Yeah. Irrelevant. Oh.
Oh. Cry.
Who's like farting in the mic? Like suddenly just.
Yeah, but the last about Nero is just that let me explain. He faked his suicide. I got a call from the clinic, which so in the 30th of December at 9:30 a.m. I got a call from them. They say, "Do you know about Nick blah blah blah?" I said, "Yeah, why?"
Nick
He
who?
said, "Yes, we found cleaning Nick's dead body in his room. He did kill it himself, so strangulated."
So
And
basically,
as
do you want...
I see,
I was just saying I can
as
explain
I
it real fast if you want me to.
yeah, he did try. Yeah,
Okay,
and
basic.
then as I hear that Nairo is still alive, so he faked his suicide for attention. So I think they're what the fuck. So
If-
that's the reason. That's why are you stalking me, etc., and calling me always that I was cheating on you.
Yeah, your
Yeah, he
boyfriend
means
fell
still that
asleep right
I'm
away.
with him in a relationship, so that he's my boyfriend. He thinks still like.
Well, your current boyfriend just fell asleep in the call.
Huh?
Yeah.
I can wake him up, but it's not gonna be a pretty thing, I guess. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that because I have to mess with my audio drivers. Alright, once the stream ends, then I'll just completely annihilate his ears and wake him up. So don't worry about it.
All right.
I'm gonna take off that headphone.
Cover on my head.
How to stop death from coming?
Condom.
No, he'd still come.
How to stop death coming? Block and mute him.
How to stop them from coming a condom? Big oof. Now, just now.
How to stop death from coming? Mass report them apparently.
I mean, they
Hey,
already
that's what
tried.
happened to me.
Nairo already tried that with the reporting my account and shit like that. And Twitter just straight
Oh
up.
yeah, I
snitched on
remember
him.
that.
Yeah, Twitter just straight up snitched on him and just said, "Hey, a fam out here trying to report your account." It's like, alright, nice.
Oh my god.
This guy's like actually dead in the call. Okay. So is there anything else you guys want to say for the stream and anyone watching? Except for the
I
N-word.
have one thing to say to the Strider family.
Cock.
Learn how to fucking spell.
Oh. Ruby, what
I
about
have
you?
to say to everyone on the internet.
Yeah.
You're gonna get involved in drama.
I can
Don't
just.
speak broken English.
And my next tip is just don't destroy your family by fake hopes, like saying, "No, you are not wrong, you are fine," to hide them the problems. And the next one is carry yourself your problem for your own, and don't ask everyone for how to fix the problem. It's your own business, not their own.
How about you, Ruby?
Yeah. I think it's just pretty much what Sakurai said. It's like a family really only works if members of the family, they don't just defend each other to death. They also they would also hold each other to account when one of them does wrong. You can't actually improve if the only friends you have are those that just defend your every action and not let you actually grow and improve as a person.
Yeah. Okay. Anything you have to say, Sakurai's boyfriend?
Yeah.
Snore.
Jan, Akanik som
sentence
kasmasın.
ever.
Say something, Ani. Say something, what? Akanik son. Come on.
Also, just
That was-
also to raise awareness, the Australia is still on fire, and we've got and there's many ways to donate if anyone feels like doing that. Because like right now our government's doing our prime minister's doing fuck all.
Yeah. Kratos knows about that. Okay. Blossom, do you have anything to say?
Cock ring.
Okay.
Amazing.
So.
Stupid names with stupid prize.
I'm gonna end the stream. Moral of the story: if a black, purple, gray, like family comes towards you, run the other direction.
Yeah.
And set fire to your previous.
Unless you're surrounded.
And please, for the love of God, help Australia. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Dead.
Like